All right. Good morning, everybody. So this is our monthly networking session on the Startup Club. So every month on the fourth Sunday, we have this online networking session where we basically, this is just like a call, 1 hour call where we all get together and we basically introduce ourselves. Like, you can come and spend a couple of minutes just to tell us about like who you are and what you're looking for. And just let the community know about like what your requirements are, and if somebody in this call is the right kind of person for you to catch up to, they will let you know, and you can basically network like that. So this is the objective of the call. So how this is going to work is like, I'm going to introduce myself to show you like how it works, and then you can just raise your hand. So there is a at the bottom of your Zoom, it'll be like something called a react button. If you click on that, there is a raise hand. Just raise your hand, and whoever raises their hand, they'll go next. And we basically follow the sequence like that. So let me introduce myself. My name is Raghav. I'm based in Chennai. I'm 34 years old. Until last year, I was working as somebody in the IT sector. Like I've been into various roles, like a developer, business analyst, a designer, a DevOps guy. So I've done a lot of things. So last year I quit my job to become a full-time startup founder. I have a couple of startups now, and they're both in the early stages. One of them is a SaaS product, another is a deep tech product. The SaaS product is something that is going to be launched in a couple of months in March. I'm going to be sharing the links to my product in the chat, but it's called ClickIn. ClickIn is basically the product that I've been building for the past few months, and we're launching in March. And it's basically a professional networking platform that is born out of what I've seen through the Startup Club. The Startup Club is just a community that I run recreationally. So that is something that I've been running since June last year. And I've seen hundreds of founders, hundreds of people in the startup ecosystem, and I've seen the pain point of not being able to discover the right person. So ClickIn is basically a platform where people can connect with the right people from the startup ecosystem. So it's CLIKKIN.com. And I'm the host of this session, so I don't really have a specific requirement from any of you. I mean, I would love to see more people sign up to the wait list for my product landing page. So you can go there and sign up to the waiting list so that like when we launch, you'll get to know. That's about the only requirement I have. But yeah, this is basically how the introduction goes. You just like spend a couple of minutes talking about yourself and your background, and then tell us about like what your requirements are. So who would like to go next? And the only way to make use of this session is that if you put yourself out there so that like others can know what what you're doing and what you're looking for. So yeah, Venkat, please go ahead.
Thanks, Raghav. Hi everyone.
And also one more thing, it would be great if you could also like turn on your camera so that like we can all see. It could be more like a live thing, like where we're all in the same room. You're not going to hide yourself, right? So yeah, thank you, Venkat.
Hi. Hey, thanks, Raghav. Hi everyone. I'm Venkat Subramanian. I work for Walmart as a director of data science and AI. Close to around 15, 16 years of experience in this space. Prior to this, I was part of PayPal. So my interest in the startup ecosystem is primarily like I played a sort of a consultant role for some startups in my past, particularly on their AI ML initiatives. Generally find the experience very enriching and rewarding because it's a learning experience for me as well, because how things work in a startup is very different from how things work in a very large enterprise, right? So it gives me some exposure and learning from that perspective, and I hope to benefit them as well by sharing some of my knowledge and expertise in this area. So that's my intent in joining this group.
Wonderful, Venkat. Thank you so much. From what I'm hearing, like you basically would like to be a mentor to a startup in some capacity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
All right. Are you looking for something in exchange, or is it just like a pro bono kind of a thing?
Yeah, it's just a pro bono. I think my intent is also in the longer term, probably I would like to do something. But for me, right now at this stage, it's more of a learning experience and exposure. So yeah, it's not meant to be, a paid thing. Yeah.
Wonderful. Catch this guy, because this is the kind of people we need in this ecosystem, because everybody needs a mentor. And especially early stage entrepreneurs, they look for somebody with that. And I think you also have something to benefit in that you get a first row seat to like how a startup evolves. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. So yeah, I would encourage you to also like post this on the Telegram channel, because the people in this call, right? We have like 20 people in the call right now, but the Telegram group has like about over 800 people. So you could really expose yourself to a larger community there. So I'm going to post the link to our official webpage, where you can also get the link to our Telegram channel and all the other places where we are online. So it's just the startupclub.info. You can go there and you can see the links to all of our channels there. Thank you so much, Venkat. Jay, please go ahead.
Hey, hi. I hope you are able to hear me clearly.
Yes.
So hi everyone. This is Jay Santosh. So I've been working in my previous company for almost around 7 to 8 years. So I was a senior solution engineer. I was working with multiple clients for IoT and digital twin applications. And right now I'm doing my own startup. It's called Link 360. So where I'm trying to provide customers solutions with like in the same field of IoT, and I'm trying to build my own applications as well, which does a digital twin which creates a digital twin platform for customers, and which I'm right now I'm looking for mentors, and I'm looking for people with like mindset, and maybe looking for customers as well, where I will be able to build my company and do something about it.
Okay, thank you so much, Jay. So just to clarify, like you're currently working as in your company. When you said previous company, have you left the job? You're full-time founder?
Yeah. I have left the job and I'm full-time working on a startup only.
Okay, and what stage is your startup in right now?
It's been like just 8 months right now, and I have 2 customers. I'm working with them, and building few applications of my own as well. And like it's right now with customers, I'm doing as more on a service part, where I'm providing them with IoT based applications. It's a manufacturing industry basically. So for them, I'm providing IoT applications, and like I'm building my own products as well, which are mostly with the hardware plus software integration parts. So yeah.
Okay, and it sounds like a B2B service company, is it?
Yes,
Okay.
basically. Yes.
And how big is your team?
Right now, I have around 5 people.
Okay. And
So, yeah.
you're able to like sustain by giving them salaries?
Yeah. Yes. Because I have a customers. I had my previous contacts as well. Whereas I was those even my clients are trying to invest inside, but right now I'm not taking them as investors. I'm using them mostly as like clients only. I don't want to go as investments. So that is where right now it is. But I'm looking for mentors. I'm looking for anyone with any suggestions where what should be the right way right now for me to do, where I should be actually heading right now, so that I can actually mold it in a proper way, just not as a service, more on a product. So that is where I'm.
Okay, I'm gonna put my LinkedIn as well at the thing, because like I also like mentor people as well, and especially early stage entrepreneurs. So I'm gonna put my LinkedIn that you can access it over there, I think. Yeah, definitely. And also, what is you said like Link 360? That's your product that you're working on. What stage is that?
Yes. So the products, the products are at a proof of concept level right now, and they will be ready in early March. Around March, it will be ready. But yeah, that is the thing. Like one product is already ready. One product is already working in market. Like I've already given it to clients, so they are using it right now on a subscription basis, which is again in part of a Link 360, but it's more on connectivity part, where they connect it to directly with their machines, and they collect all the data, and it collect the data from all the machines, and sends it to the cloud, and it does a lot of analysis on that, and it helps them to identify what kind of a production they are supposed to do, what kind of a how they can actually utilize their machines, what's the bottleneck for those machines, all sorts of information it will give. So that is what I'm working on right now.
Wonderful, Jay. Thank you so much, and also make sure to put your details in the Telegram group, so that like people can reach out to you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jay. And
Thank
for
you.
the,
Thank you.
yeah, and for all the others who just joined, so basically this online networking session is all about like putting yourself out there so that like whatever requirements you have, other people can reach out to you, right? So I would encourage you to be proactive here. So if you can raise your hand, there is a react button at the bottom. If you can raise your hand, you can get in the queue and you can introduce yourself and share your requirements so people can reach out to you in case they need it. Yeah. So Vikas, please go ahead. Also, I would like to encourage you to open up the cam as well. Any of you can do that. Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Please go ahead.
Hi everyone. This is Vikas. So 1 year back, I started my own AI consulting company. So its name is VHaze. I will share the links. And the thing is, we have two verticals. One is consulting, where we are doing with we already have clients, big clients in NBFCs and retail, and we are already doing their customized solution for them, which includes AI-based credit underwriting and customer feedback. We also have a separate vertical for products where we are basically focused on Gen AI, and we also recently released our product, which is based on basically you pass a text and it will create a design of jewelry and in 3D, not 2D image. It's more like 3D mold. You can give a touch up and then directly print it to the 3D printer for mold and these kind of things. And we are integrating it with one of the bigger companies based on UK. So they will basically white label it and give it to their customers, which are jewelers, and we will be the backend integration partner for them. And we also have another product which is mostly into audio AI, more like transcription and summarization for on your system. But the thing which is our USP is basically it runs locally on your system. Your data, your audios never leave your machine. And second thing, it is platform agnostic, so it doesn't matter if you use Teams or any portal, as long as your mic and speaker works. It generates the summaries in predetermined format, whatever you want. And then we are going to like extend it to have a central knowledge base. That's where we are working. The first part is already done. So have a online central knowledge base, which so it can be used for project management as well as the management decisions later on.
Wonderful, man. That's a lot of stuff you're doing. Like, how big is your team?
10 people. And the thing is, luckily, since we are in the field of Gen AI, we are also using the tools which give us, Cursor and other AI tools, which speed up the way of generate the amount of code we are able to produce from the initial days.
Okay, and this first product you mentioned was pretty interesting. The creating the jewelry mold and then like doing the stuff. I mean, is the AI like generating the design on its own innovation, or is it like guided by human supervisors?
So what we do is basically there are multiple options. First, a lot of Indian jewelers who are on cheaper scale, what they do is basically they have some kind of design, famous design, and they do very minor changes. So we gave them the feature where they can upload a parent reference images, and then small variations can be done. They can select colors, designs, and it will create multiple variations of it by minor changes. And also we gave them the main function basically was that they would describe what they're looking for. If they have particular design like Marathi Mangal Sutra, right? It have different than the North Indian Mangal Sutra or necklaces. So based on that, it will take that thing into the account. What we are actually planning to add once we have like feedback from the customer is give them the flexibility to upload their own images or their own designs and train a personalized segment, basically centralized models with their test of individual jewelers of their own. So it will be basically trained on all the images and as well as the what they particular design on. So it will give more personalized for that particular jeweler design. Focus on that. Because what happens in India, a lot of people are doing a cheaper version and few are in luxury version. So we are trying to accommodate both with a single feature.
And how's the market adoption for this? Because I think that a lot of the traditional businesses, they wouldn't want to go with something that's away from the technology or the traditions, I guess.
Of course, yeah. But luckily, we had the contacts in BKC Mumbai, where a lot of jewelry thing happened, right? And as well as in the manufacturing, we onboarded 10 of the jewelers as a beta testers and allowed them the free access. Then through some contacts, we were able to reach out to one of the companies which do the IT services for global jewelers. So they have 300 customer on board. We are just integrating with their system and sending what they want. So they our AI system will be the backend. Just integrate with their current providings, and then their user will start opening. Then we will get the real, more honest feedback of 300 jewelers. But till now, the adoption is good. They are using it. As far as the designing cost has been reduced, we know a few people personally went to their manufacturing spot where they manufacture and design the whole thing. And initially, the roadblock was they were not that much ready to use directly images part. They wanted the 3D, so we trained it the AI for the 3D part. Now they are more on board basically with the things. Let's go ahead and generate directly 3D. I mean, that's the change.
I mean, this is awesome. I would love to connect with you later on to
Sure.
discuss more about this, especially like, how do you actually get this to a point of adoption? Because that's where,
Yeah.
like you can do cool things, but market adoption is it's going to be a
That's-
big challenge.
Yeah.
So-
Initially, we were skeptical. We got a lot of, to be honest, reluctance from the people, old generation. But somehow we were able to connect with their second leadership, which is more modern, which is more tech savvy, you can say. And through personal connects, we were able to like meet with their family members, give them the wow factor, explain them what is the uses, how it will reduce the cost, and what more it can bring to the table. And somehow the second leadership was able to communicate with the bosses. Because in jewelers, most of the business are family owned, right?
Yeah.
So the patriarch is skeptical, but their sons and their daughters, they were able to convince them. So we went for that actually.
Awesome. Well, let's connect, man. Like you can connect me on LinkedIn. I would love to talk to you more about this. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So guys, like please do raise your hand if you want to go next and share your, I guess, like whatever you're working on, whatever your requirements are. Please do make use of this opportunity. We only have like 40 more minutes. Who would like to go next? And I see that some people have issues with the Telegram channel, but there is a link. I just posted the link. Just let me know. I just checked it. It's working. Who would like to go next? Who is speaking? Sukant?
Actually, I'm not able to find these gestures.
No worries. Sukant, yeah, just can you turn on your camera? Is it possible?
Yeah, let me blur the background.
And also, guys, like whoever wants to go next, please raise your hand so that like you're in the queue and I know that you're there. There is a react button down below, and then you click on that, and then there's a raise hand button there. Okay. All right, Sukant, please go ahead.
I'm visible, right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Well, actually, I've started a Cyber Samurai company. Basically, I work in cyber security and ethical hacking. So this is about I started as teaching 4 years ago. Digital marketing I was teaching back then, and right now I'm into a lot of things, and I'm connecting with the teachers. We might be collaborating with Pune also. Symbiosis Pune for their sales internship, where they will be selling our courses and we'll be providing them stipend. But our company is not like registered yet, and I have talked to some friend whose company name I'll be using. So there will be Excel, Python, cybersecurity, networking. These courses will be there.
So you're basically a tech platform, or
yeah, platform.
Okay. All right. Are you looking for something in specific in this networking? What was your intention behind joining the networking session?
I just wanted to see people tell their stories, like how challenging it is to start. I'm still working at a banking client for a company, and that only I wanted to discuss, that what challenges people are facing, and how do they overcome, and how much time it takes to like sustain everything. So
Okay.
yeah.
And guys, just so you know, like we also conduct a brainstorming sessions every month. So you'll find details of this on the official website as well, the startupclub.info. If you go there, there'll be a form to for you to fill out like a brainstorming session question where you can talk about a specific problem statement that you are interested in discussing with others, and you can fill that sheet, and every month we will choose a topic and we'll get the entire community talking about that particular topic. Just make sure that you make it specific to and in a general way, so that other people can also find it interesting. So thank you so much, Sukant. Himanshu, yeah, please go ahead. You're on mute, Himanshu.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can you? Yeah, am I clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So my name is Himanshu. I'm currently based in Chandigarh, and I'm sort of like a student and an individual, and sort of like a student. I mean, I'm not really enrolled in college, but I am doing it extra additional courses or something. And so the reason I think I'm joining all these groups is like, because I am hoping to start my own thing. It would basically more focus on backend databases management, API management.
No, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, continue, Himanshu. Yeah.
So no. So that was it. I think like I'm looking for like something with a, like a sort of like expanding my group so that I would know more and more people. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, so are you looking for like an internship or something like that?
No, not really internship. It's like more like people will collaborate with who sort of already has an experience with database management or.
Okay, so you're
something
looking
like
to like contribute to them in terms of helping them manage their database or model it for them. Okay. Okay, I would, if you're still a student, if you have not had any prior professional experience doing that, I would encourage you to consider doing an internship, because a lot of people prefer people with prior experience, and a great way to gain experience is through doing internships. Just consider that, but it's up to you. I'm just letting you know this is how most of the things work in the industry.
I mean, no, I totally got that part, but we're not really trying to like, work in database, more like trying to create a software that would sort of, make it easier.
Okay, so you're
when it
building a
comes to
product.
database management. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that makes more
Like,
sense. Okay. Yeah.
No. Currently, like a database management is something that it's sort of like depending upon the company, what exactly they're using. So there's sort of like a universal database.
Okay. I'm still a little confused as to where you would be positioning yourself in the market. Like, are you coming in as a database modeling consultant kind of a role, or is it like are you trying to build a product that replaces RDS?
We're building like a software as a service, sort of like a product to a business really.
Okay. So I would basically, let's say I'm building a tech product, and I'll be coming to you to sort of like help model the databases and get your expertise from the product. Your product will help me guide it.
My product, on the other hand, will make your database handling a little bit more sort of, like easier. Like in a sense that if you want to, like if in a large scale, like a deleting of the data, or like something like that. This is sort of like a universal connected with API or something. It's something on that.
I think
field, really.
I think you might want to work on your pitch a little bit. Just talk to your friends,
Yeah.
Make it really crisp, and then like make sure that there's no ambiguity, so that like this is actually one of the key things. I think I'm glad you joined here today. I think maybe this is a good experience for you to like sort of like help people understand in a short, crisp way as to like what exactly you're doing. Yeah, thank you for introducing yourself, Himanshu. Megali, you're next. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Raghav. I'm sorry I won't be able to come on the camera. I am a little out of weather. If this works, I'd like to go ahead.
No worries, you go ahead.
Okay. I run an organization. It goes by the name Zenith of Being, and it's a very recent thing that I've been working on. Prior to this, I have been product manager for several product companies. The last was Paytm. I was working on the merchant app, which helps shopkeepers to give QR code, Soundbox. We worked on those kind of products. But since the last 2 years, I've had a different turn of life events on my own, and which led to understanding more about myself. And to just sum it up, I call it spiritual awakening of sorts, where there was complete breakdown of ego. And it goes beyond taking therapy. It goes beyond consulting a psychologist. It more lies in the psychic abilities, where you understand where you are coming from, more like the past life regression. So what I am as a person now, after 2 years of these experiences, I definitely think that people should also have access to it, so that they can tap into their actual potential that lies below all of these surface level fears that they carry in their lives through trauma or through pain from relationship or events. So I'm just in this group, first of all, to know if there is any full stack web developer I'm looking to develop the website, and I'm still figuring out. I have a few services in my mind that I want to offer, and to take feedback from some of the people who run a little of these things by themselves is something that I'm looking for. These are the two things. Yes, it goes by the name Zenith of Being. There is a little social media awareness that I've created on this Instagram channel as far as it goes yet.
Okay, thank you so much, Meghali. Just to understand, like, you're coming in from a corporate background. You've gone through certain things that gives you certain expertise as to how to navigate out of those kind of like personal and spiritual things, and now you're looking to offer it as a service to other people in similar situations to overcome these things.
Correct.
Does it summarize? Okay.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
And basically, you're looking for a full stack developer to create the platform on which you can offer these services.
No, I've already got the domain myself of this thing that I'm running, and I need the front end developed. Like full stack probably would come in at a later point when I start getting in more of the visitors. But yeah, for the time being, it'll be a front end engineer, major, who can help me develop the website that I have in mind.
But this website, is it like, I mean, you're talking about a platform where you can offer your services. Is it like just a static website, or is it like something where they can interact with it and stuff? How complex is it?
Interaction, I did not get it. Do you mean any AI interaction
No.
of some
See,
sort?
websites are like two kinds. Okay, like there's a static website where it's like one way, like you're just providing information to somebody come visiting your website. Okay, that's a static website. You're not expecting the user to come and like post content or like create things or interact in a very dynamic way. A dynamic website is where like you go and like upload content, you interact with other members on the platform, you have an authentication module, you log in to your account on the platform. That is a dynamic website. So these are the two kinds of websites in general.
Yeah, I definitely understand that, but I don't think it will be too much dynamic. Like as you explained, all of these functions where members interact with each other. I don't think it will be too far-fetched as of now. How I see it is, I'll just be providing them self-help content for people who are interested in reading. That's how I see it. Just like Substack tells you about a certain subject. So you will be given the information, and you will also be given the products that go along with it. So for example, people who are interested in psychic readings, I will be first telling them that what is a psychic reading and how it can help them, how it has helped personally myself, and probably then can offer them a tarot reading of some sorts. Or many people do Akashic record readings as well. And for them, like to avail this, they will definitely have to interact with the website, as in book a session and then pick a date on the calendar and do all sorts of things like that. But interacting with each other, the users interacting with each other, I don't see that happening as of yet.
All right. So in that case, right, like actually we should catch up. Like there are a lot of options. You do not need a front-end developer. The way I see it, there are so many tools. This is like a very common practice.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yes, I did use a tool myself. I had gotten it, I had gotten this website last year as well, and I already developed it through WordPress, through a third-party app. But then the website got so heavy that the load time and all of those things.
WordPress is not what I'm talking about. But let's connect offline. We can discuss this. But I provided my LinkedIn at the chat. You can go through that in case you want to connect. But I think there are other people also like commenting about their own services. You should be able to pick out from one of them. Thank you so much, Meghali.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Nishant, please go ahead.
Am I visible?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So, hi everyone, I am Nishant. I work as a green building consultant at L&T as of now. We basically do certification for building, which is like how sustainable is a building. We tell that. So usually the certifications are required for all airports and like other buildings, like offices and all. Usually, majorly international clients ask for it. So what I'm trying to build now is some AI assistant, which can help like architects or contractors or the like builders, whosoever is interested to learn more about the sustainable and breaking down those sustainable terms through an AI assistant or something.
Okay, so you're helping architects like guide in making their buildings more sustainable through your service
Yes,
product.
yes.
It's a product, right? It's
Yeah, no, but I have not developed the product.
Mhm.
As of now, I'm gaining the experience in green building technologies.
Okay.
Yes. So like I myself, I am an architect,
Mhm.
but I had like key into understanding sustainability and all. So
Mhm.
now I am into a corporation. How do like as L&T is like one of a like major competitor, who is in construction industry. There I'm learning how it is done.
Mhm.
So similar manner, if I can help people to learn, like make it a normal thing for people to integrate sustainability in their like normal buildings or any buildings of that sort, that is what my aim is.
So is it more like a, I guess, like a B2B consultant kind of a role that you're thinking of, or is it like a actual product that they can use in mass in large numbers? A lot of people can come and use the product. Is that how you're thinking about it?
Yeah, I am thinking about using it as a mass, like they can just put in like consider I have to build a house
Mhm.
or like a flat system
Mhm.
which is like 10 stories. What building certification I should go for? What should I
Okay.
aim for? This is what my budget is. What things I can do it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a like a, I guess, like an architect GPT kind of a thing.
Yes, a green building GPT, I would say.
Okay. I know actually this is something that I've been hearing a lot about. There's a couple of cents from my side. Like I see a lot of people talking about tools like this. Just so know, these are low hanging fruits that OpenAI can easily consume over time. They're already building a lot of like a suite of products with like specializations, right? There is like for whether it's like a fintech product or like a medical product or whatever kind of a product, they can customize their agents, their AI agents into such a way that it's very specifically suited for that industry. And you should just be aware that this in this space, whatever is using an existing AI infrastructure, it is changing so rapidly that whatever product you're building today may be irrelevant next year. And that's happened for a couple of people that I know that were working on interesting products like a couple of years ago. They had these like interesting ideas, but now you can basically buy a smartphone with Gemini Live and it would be gone. That the whole need for the product is gone. So that's something to keep in mind.
No, so like this is just like a starting first feature of the whole software.
Okay.
It can be like usually when a building construction is done or like building certification is done, it has like hundreds of reports which has to be generated, which I like as of now I work as a consultant where like one more consultant is hired outside of L&T. So what I do is I review whatever reports they are making. So that is like also one of the use case, like going through the 100 reports, submitting those reports to the committee, green building committee, and getting like certification from them.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is like a complex level. Like it needs a lot of HVAC, a lot of how AC works, how motor works, and everything.
Right.
Specific knowledge.
And you said you're an architect. So do you have any product building expertise that you're bringing in for this, or do you need somebody for this?
So I have a like what I did was I started learning like Python and all. I got an understanding, got a hang of Django, I'll say. Also, I have gotten like hang of like SQL, how database can be integrated and all. Now I'm going into like how ChatGPT is and like how I can make it like accessible.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're looking at like maybe like a 2-year product development at least, right? It's going to take you that long to develop something like that.
Yes.
Okay. I think, have you considered getting in a co-founder or somebody like that?
Yeah, I've thought of. I don't know how should I look for it. That is my like
Exactly.
question.
that is the reason why I started this community, and this networking is a great platform for it. But I'm also building a product. So if you see, I posted a link to it, clickin.com, CLIKKIN.com. That's a landing page for our product, and is specifically meant for this kind of a requirement where you're looking for a co-founder or an investor or a team, or you're looking for a service provider. For example, like Megali came and asked, like, we need somebody like a full stack developer, or somebody else came and said like they're looking for clients for their database service. Like these are all requirements, and we are basically offering a very like time efficient way of like achieving those outcomes. Because right now there is no one-stop shop for you to go find a co-founder, and everybody's looking. Like if you go to Reddit, you can post your requirements there, but even then you're not getting the visibility that you would probably want, and that post is going to go down the line in a couple of days. You're not going to get the visibility down the line. So if for example your best possible co-founder is like coming onto Reddit like 4 weeks down after you post that requirement, they would not be able to find it. So it's like that. So that's the problem we're trying to solve. So if anybody's interested in looking for people and want to get there, go to clickin.com, CLIKKIN.com. Right now we are it's only a landing page where you can register your waitlist request, and we will be launching in March. So once we launch in March, you can post your requirement there, and hopefully you'll be able to get it. So
Sure.
yeah, thank you so much, Nishant. So
Thank you so
next
much.
up, Rushabh, please go ahead.
Hey everyone, good morning. How are you, Raghav?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rushabh. Go ahead.
Actually, I am belong from Vadodara, Gujarat, and I am running my own startup from last 1 year. And basically, I am providing services in basically into B2B and B2B market, and I am doing web development work and I am specializing in providing e-commerce based services like some vendor wants some solution for their own startup and large business. So I've helped them out to fulfill their vision and build their own presence with on online. So
Okay.
since now I have experience, I have total 10 years of experience, and I have resigned one company just 1.5 year back with the project manager base role. So since till now, I have developed 100 plus website uh, based on informative and e-commerce based platform, and I have running my own product like marketplace where many small user can upload their products and sell online. Like some people are don't have some much budget to go online, like purchasing and domain and sell online. So I help them out to upload their product on my marketplace. Is currently and on building stage. I am launching it in this January, 25th of January. So
Okay.
that's it from my end.
Thank you so much, Rushabh. So
Actually,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like you've had a lot of experience building products, and now you're building your own product to help people build their websites. Is that sound accurate or wrong?
No, actually, I help people. Like
Mhm.
some people have their own minimal base shop, like they
Mhm.
are selling footwear and belts and caps, and they want their online presence,
Mhm.
but they don't have much budget, like
Mhm.
something they can spend particular on to running website,
Mhm.
like purchasing domain hosting and maintain their website, like that thing.
Mhm.
So I am help them out to upload their product on my marketplace
Oh,
with
okay.
their brand name and sell from my place like that.
So you're basically
Like,
competing with Amazon, Flipkart.
yes,
Okay.
like Miso and
Got it.
Alibaba.com, like that thing.
Wonderful, man. Let's see, definitely place your website's link here so that people can check it out. And if
Yes,
anybody
sure.
wants to be interested, please reach out to Rushabh. He's places the LinkedIn in the chat. Thank you so much, Rushabh.
Okay, thank you. I
Who would
have
like?
put my LinkedIn profile link on the comment section.
Yeah.
You can check it out.
Yeah.
Anyone can go, need help for something like fulfill their vision with small business or larger business in B2B or B2C. I can definitely help them out to fulfill their vision. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, all of you.
Yeah. Thank you, Rushabh. All right. We have like 20 more minutes, guys. Like, who would like to go next? Please raise your hand so you can introduce yourself. Yeah. Abhirup, please go ahead.
Hello. Hey, hi.
Yeah.
So my name is Abhirup. I'm currently like I'm not a founder. I am a tech person. Like I have total 6 years of experience. I've worked with front end and full stack, like basically some on the Node.js and JavaScript side. So I am here to just connect with people, and if someone needs any help, so I can contribute.
Okay, great. I think we had one person look for that. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, Abhirup. Who would like to go next?
Hello,
Who's speaking?
this is Mohammed Ashraf.
Mohammed, can you turn on your camera? Is that okay?
I am outside right now. Yeah, maybe I can just talk. Probably.
Sure.
I
Go ahead. Yeah.
came before some time back,
Mhm.
maybe few months back. I think in your meeting.
Yeah, I think I remember your name. Yeah. Do
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
So how are you?
Great. Wonderful.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a retired person. Means kind of from IT industry. I was in IT for 31 years. And now actually from last year I started couple of small platforms for startups to build upon. Mainly we are targeting UAE markets, and then we do have in India as well some basically an online training platform in India, and then consulting for cloud. Actually I have written all these things in EdTech, health industry, Web3, all this energy, sustainability, and telecom. So I've been to telecom for a long time. I was in Verizon for 18 years, and then Nokia and other Orange Telecom and other things, mainly into the BSS stack. So I have few ideas, but then in the telecom world, because these are all major projects, require a lot of people to work on. In any a lot of investment will be required. So it won't be very feasible unless we have a proper support from bigger teams. So what I did is I went to UAE, and then I set up one of their basically the construction and then oil and gas industry. There was one company there, and then I kind of started a consulting firm for software over there. And then for that, started something in India as well. And now, we have to scale it up. We just started the framework. And I am also conducting, a global startup connect kind of meetings through LinkedIn every Sunday, 8 o'clock in the, through LinkedIn I used to post. And then I got around 55 startups across the globe who are into this thing. So, now we have got enough, people from, in our domain who can, if you have any requirement, we can actually integrate and give to any client over there. But in the Middle East, what happens is, there are not many of them are willing to go for open source and other things. They're all, standard products like IBM, Oracle, Informatica, or ETL kind of thing, right? So, SAP. So that type of projects. So we can only fit in some niche areas like, some small customization or things like that. So getting a IT work as it is going to be a challenge over there. So we started doing some sort of products. So we have developed basically partnering with some India people again, like a sustainability tokens, for example, carbon emission measurement. For that, we are actually having a project plan. We developed some MVP for that type of thing. And similarly, we have in other industries as well, oil and gas, mainly for AI related things. So, I mean, this is the current stage, and the challenge now I'm facing is, the marketing and the growth and what is the next level and things like that, right? And there are requirements coming up over there, but we don't have proper people to, like quality deliverable. Like, for example, cybersecurity, we have one arm working on cybersecurity, and the consultants are required over there, but they are experienced, they're looking for OT cybersecurity, in the industrial environment and all. So, those are the, I mean, basically the manpower, we need to partner with the right expert in every industry. So, that is where I'm open. I have all these so many startups, in the early stages, and whoever wanted to, who are an expert in particular domain, wanted to, partner with me, they are welcome to do. And we don't need to be like too much of investment in the very beginning. We can actually work on target projects also, right? And so this is what
Okay.
I want to convey. Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking for talent, basically. You're looking for people who can be in your team and do
Yeah,
stuff.
you can partner with me who are expert in certain areas.
Okay. Yeah, do post your requirement in Telegram channel so that like people can find out they are match for you.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohammed. All right. We have honestly, we have 10 more minutes, guys. Like 10 more minutes. We have we can go for like 5 more people if you quickly get in the queue. Who would like to go next? And I see a lot of people here. I don't know what makes you come here. You just want to come and see other people talk. But I would highly encourage that you put yourself out there as well. Because like if you're ever in the space to be a founder or anything, you need to have the right way to present yourself, communicate, talk to other people, persuade them. These are all skills that every entrepreneur requires. So if you're aspiring to be an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter if you're not doing anything. Just put yourself out there and just introduce yourself. Even if you're in the very early stages, I would encourage you to just make other people know that you exist. So this is just a platform to get started with that. So yeah, Venkat.
I know I spoke before. Raghav just had another requirement. So if
Yeah.
others are not going, I can give it a shot.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. A friend of mine and I, did a pet project in terms of creating a fashion e-commerce app. Okay. With the help of a couple of developers. What I would like is, it's sort of there is a product that exists now as a website, as an app that exists now. Would be great to get people's feedback as to, how does it look, like would somebody be interested in using it, kind of. I don't know, Raghav, any thoughts on what's the best way to go about that?
So this is actually a very huge pain point. Like a lot of people are looking for market research, usability testing research. A lot of research needs to be done for any product developer or any kind of a startup to figure out what the market wants, right? And there are a few platforms out there that will let you post like market surveys, but nothing really like tailored to Indian market, right? You would be able to find, for example, if you go to Amazon, right? Amazon has a service called MTurk. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, like MTurk, MTURK. Look into that, because that's a great way to if you have like a survey and you can actually pay people like a certain amount of money for filling up your survey or something like that. That is one thing, but the challenge is that you're probably going to find mostly people who are outside of India, because it's not a very popular service in India. That is one way if you want to get like a large number of people to come and like review something and give feedback or something like that. But I think you're talking about for example, you have a product and you want people's opinions on it, like maybe like a beta testing or something like that. Is that what you're looking for?
Sort of. So there are a couple of perspectives, right? One, if you are a user, what would you think about the product, right? Would you want to buy something through that? That is one perspective. The
Yeah.
other is, let's say, of course, at some stage, if it works out well, we also want to make it bigger, go for investing, right? Then say from an investor perspective, does somebody see an opportunity in that product and space? So both the perspectives would be great to have. Again, trying to do this through our internal network, but I thought a forum like this could be a great way if, there are other people that I could reach out to.
No, yeah, definitely post it in the Telegram channel so that people can, if somebody's interested, they can come and do this. But this is actually a feature that we want to develop for ClickIn. So for ClickIn, this is actually like I said, this is a huge pain point that is unserved. You can also try Reddit, but again, the number of responses you're going to be very minimal. Like nobody's going to be interested in doing that. But the challenge is the problem is that a lot of other people like you are interested in getting things done. So there are platforms. What they do is you can post a survey or a requirement, but you have to complete other people's requirements to get yours visible to others. So that way, everybody gets, it's like a kind of like a pyramid scheme, if you think about it in a very crude way. Like you have a requirement, but you have to satisfy other people's requirements to get yours done. But by the time you post yours, other people will have to do the same thing for you. So there is a service like that. I think I forget the name of this service, but you can try that as well. I think it's something to do with survey. I can try to find out the name. Maybe you can post it in the Telegram channel. I'll try to see if you can find that and I can get back to you. But we are developing something like this for the Click-In product that we are going to launch in March. So once we launch, maybe you can look into it.
Sure.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Venkat. So we have 10 more minutes. Who would like to go next? See a lot of names that haven't gone yet. Prachi, please go ahead.
Hello, Raghav. How are you?
Wonderful. I think I've seen you before here. Is this your
Oh,
first time?
no. Yeah,
Okay.
this is my first
Okay.
time.
Maybe I'm misremembering. Please go ahead. Yeah.
So I'm just a student in New Horizon College of Engineering. I'm in my final year. So my intent with joining this meet was just exploring, seeing what other people are doing, what opportunities are there, and I'm also looking for an internship, and specifically in like the startup area, because I feel the amount of learning that happens in startups as interns is much more than you could do in a bigger company or a well established foundation. So yeah, I'm looking to reach out to people who can help me with that.
And what is your skill stack like? What kind of
Yeah. So I have done a few projects using Python, MySQL, Flask, and Django. So it's do you think I could post my resume here in the chat?
No, absolutely not. I would encourage you to do it in the Telegram group, because that's where it is required. I would also encourage you to look at like on the LinkedIn job posts, because like whenever
Sure,
I
sure.
have a requirement like that, I would go post the job there, and I get like lots of high quality applicants, and that's where I choose my interns from. So I would encourage you to do that actually.
Yeah, sure.
And I think
Thank
somebody
you.
just like posted I think Mohammed just like shared a chat saying that he's sharing his email ID to send your resume to, so you can go do that as well.
Sure. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, Prachi. All right, guys. Who would like to go next? So I see few people who haven't really talked. Tushar, Smriti Singh, Sahadi Wali, Kadif, Jish. We have a few more minutes. Okay, if nobody's going, let me make some announcements. So we do these like monthly meetings on repeat. This is like a monthly networking session, but we also do these monthly pitch workshops. If you have a startup product or an idea or something that is close to launch, you can consider like signing up for the pitch workshop, where we will let you pitch to a VC investor, and you'll get like strategic advice. It's like a mock pitch. But also like he's an investor as well. So if your product is like interesting to that person, then they will pitch. They will like take you on for investment as well, or they can like share your contact with other investors in their circle who might find you interesting. But it's mostly like like an educational experience where you can come and learn how to pitch, and also other people can come and spectate that. So the link to all of that is in the official website, thestartupclub.info. If you go there, you can sign up for the pitch workshop. Yeah, Sukant, please go ahead. I think you already spoke, didn't you?
Yeah, actually, I have built a product as well for my cybersecurity course. Like these are the labs where people will be doing cybersecurity challenges for ethical hacking, basically VAPT, penetration testing. So just wanted to know more about like we can connect right on Telegram.
Yes. Yeah. So on the Telegram group, like I'm the owner of the group, so you can message me on Telegram directly from there. But yeah, you can also connect with other people. You just post your requirements there, and
not right now, but like I would need some people who have some teaching skills and some experience in there, some unique experience. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, but just post it in the Telegram group, and I think the right people will reach out to you. All right. I think looks like nobody else is wanting to go. So I'm gonna just like maybe wait for one other person. If you would like to introduce yourself, maybe Kadif, Smriti, Sahadi Wali, or Lakshya. And by the way, some people have been saying, yeah, some people are saying the Telegram link is not working. I would encourage you to try again, because I think it's working for me. I'm not sure. Yeah, Tushar, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, sorry for interruption. I would like to know one important thing. So currently I'm working on a startup, and the question I have is that do we really need to have a website before we start pitching to the investors? Currently, my website is still in progress, and I'm looking for angel investors at the moment. We are at pre-seed stage. We have all the business plan ready, just need to look for the right mentors and right angel investors at the moment.
Okay. Tushar, like when it comes to like investments, first of all, do you need investment? I mean, you're talking about, you haven't really told me anything about the nature of business. A lot of businesses don't need investment. But there is, if you're based in India, like there are a lot of opportunities that you can get for like applying for grants. There's a lot of like seed funding opportunities. I'm not sure if you've registered your company or not. But
as
you know,
of now, we are not registered. As of now, I'm in Bangkok as well, not in India.
Right. So if you have a Indian company registration, then what happens is that like you can apply for seed funding at the stage of prototyping itself. You don't need to have like a public presence. You could be in a stealth mode, and you can still apply for seed funds. Okay. And what happens then is there's a lot of money in grants, government grants. You can get up to like 20 lakhs as non-refundable grants. And if you want to go beyond that, there are like much bigger, like, like non-governmental grants as well. And also beyond that, there will be like, getting debt-based capital. You're getting a loan or something like that with like very attractive rates. And also if your company collapses, then, you don't have to repay the loan or anything. But when it comes to investments, the important thing to note is that when you're looking for equity-based investors, a lot of them prefer to go for options that have a certain traction already, which means that you have established that there is a requirement for your product in the market. There are a few people who will still go for it at the idea stage as well. But as a founder, it is in your interest to not, relegate to like the equity-based investments too early on, because your valuation is going to be, it's impossible to evaluate a company accurately. So it is possible that you're not getting the right kind of money at the start. So I typically, like, unless you have a very strong requirement for funding. For example, there are certain sectors where you cannot start a startup without a significant amount of funding coming in. For example, if you're building a manufacturing base, or like if you're building highly capital intensive initiatives, then it makes sense to go for investments at that stage. At which point you still have to have a prototype or some kind of like a validation for your product, market validation for your product, if you're going to be attractive to investors. But if you're building like a software product, or like if you're building something that does not require capital, then I would advise you to not seek funding at the outset. But you have to be, I mean, I guess you're the only person who knows the requirement for your product or the need for the funding. So I'm just like giving you some general tips.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Raghav, I have a same question on the similar thing. Like, how do I do a market validation for my product?
Like, first of all, whatever your product is, right? So whatever your product is, right? Like you might have the reason why. Actually, this is actually a huge pain point as well. I've seen a lot of founders who come in and they don't really have a clear idea of the market validation that they've already even put like, a single hour of like investment into your product development. You need to have a very high significant clarity on your market, the market for the product or whatever it is you're doing. Because a lot of people go with a certain fascination for an idea. They're kind of like married to their solution, their idea. They think it's really brilliant, and it kind of like marinates in their head, and then they just jump on it and start building things. That's a very common mistake. The first thing you need to do is like talk to people. Look at the demographic. Like sit down in front of an Excel file, list down all the people that you would consider your ideal customers or clients, whatever. Who are the people that you're going to be paying for your product? So make a
Okay.
list of all of these people. In terms of demographics, right? Like let's say that you want to target like early stage founders, or you target like college students, or whatever it is. Create their profile, and then like look for avenues where you can go and talk to these people. Go talk to them, and actually get a measure of like the severity and the scale of your pain points that you're trying to address, right? It's not just about like, let's say that like 70% of Indian population has a certain pain point, but if it's not severe enough, they will not want to pay you. Right?
Yeah.
So
Correct.
it has to be both severe as well as have a scale, and you can have a different proportion of this because if you, by the way, there's a lot of background noise coming in from you, Jay. So if you it doesn't matter like the scale is not big enough. For example, if your pain point is like very like not a large scale but very small scale, but the spending potential of these small number of people is very high, and it's severe pain for them, it can still work, right? For example, if you're building a product that is specifically suited for the top 1% of the country's economic class, then you can still make a huge significant business out of it by delivering a product that does not exist in the market. So market validation is all about like determining the size of your market and the severity of the pain points, and you need to also understand like whether you have a very high clarity about the problem statement in first of all. That's really important. And once you do all of these things, then figure out the commercial aspect of it, which is like how can you price this product or service, and what is the spending potential of these people that are in your ICP, the ideal customer profile. So if you do these things, then it becomes much easier for you to like validate your product. Then you can start. Okay, then you have like a much better pitch to people, even if you're going for investors, right? They will want to see these kind of things to convince themselves that this is actually something that's going to fly or not. Okay, I hope that helps, Jay.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Actually, the thing in my case is I already I got working with my clients. I started working with multiple manufacturing industries without from my previous company itself. So I got into this because all my customers wanted me to have a registered organization, and when I was doing freelancing, they were asking me to register it so that they can provide more and more work for me, and that is where I started this. And I was looking for like how I'm like my products are currently dealing with like a big names like Siemens and Rockwell and all other OEMs who are building their own products and who are building their own applications and supplying it to the smalls. Even for the small scale industries, they are charging it like a hefty amount. They are charging in like literally in 50 lakhs and crore kind of amount they are charging for the same product which I'm making them for like literally for 5 lakhs and 10 lakh rupees. But this is where, because I don't have an actual idea about how I'm gonna bring it to the huge market, where I just don't want to deal with the current customers whoever I'm having, and I want to deal with the multiple customers. I want to go about officially like announcing this product as like there is a product in the market which can solve all your problems which you are right now facing, and whereas you are tracking all your product, whatever you are manufacturing, all the sort of things. Also, you are getting it at the cheapest of the cheap price, which you can with a good quality, whatever in a big companies you are getting. So I right now what is the thing is like right now the customers whoever I'm having, I'm providing it to them based on like what I was previously working for. Like for example, I was doing a freelancing for them, I'm charging 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs for one small product. I'm right now, even now as a company, I'm providing them this kind of a solutions at the same price. But I want to do a market validation where I can understand, like I can go up, I can go higher, how much I should be charging exactly. All sort of things I want to understand. Right now, I don't have a source where I can study about all these things. That's the thing.
Actually, there are like companies that do this kind of market research for you. Just message me on Telegram, and I'll link you to one of them, and you can go ahead and do the employ their services to get your market validation done. They'll also give you like a strategic like consultation, saying like, okay, this is the profile for your customer, and these are the places where you can find them. These are the numbers of the people, and I mean as in number of the size of the market for that demographic and all that stuff. And also, you can start doing this right from after this call. You can just go open up an Excel file and then start listing out the groups, like I said, and also look at the channels.
Yes.
How are you going to acquire these people? So do the size validation. There are actually a lot of websites out there that give you these data, and you can go get that and also like fill in those columns, and then also look at the channels. Where are you gonna reach out to these people? And even before you have a service or product or service out, you can simply go ahead and create a brand awareness, talking about like your brand. This is what we are doing. And brand awareness can start even before your traction starts building. And traditionally people will wait for a traction to actually to get to a certain extent where they have a certain call to action, right? Like unless you have like a call to action, there is no point in marketing. But brand awareness is not like that. You can start doing brand awareness right from the get-go, even to like start acquiring like a wait list of your prospective customers. So look into those kind of channels. Like this is where like blueprinting actually really is important, where you create a detailed blueprint of all the people that you're considering your prospective customers, and figure out the channels of like figuring out where you can get access to them. So do that. It's a very you can do this as a very quick exercise offline just by yourself as well.
Definitely. Thanks a lot, Raghav. Also, I had one more small question in the same case. Like, I want to register for the R&D as well. For like I heard from someone like saying like you have to have a R&D license to do a proper R&D on the products which I'm working on. So I wanted to know, do you have any idea about how I should go about that registration as well?
What kind of R&D? Are you talking about materials research or?
Not on the material research. I'm talking about the the product development basically. Like I'm working with the IoT products and all, right? Basically, right now I'm using different companies' products and I'm like optimizing them and I'm providing it to my customers. But I want to build these products by myself. I want to create my own products. So for that particular thing, I'm just right now I'm doing POC. I'm building it by myself, but to go it official, I need to have a R&D license is what I heard. So I want to know how I should go about that.
I'm not really sure about this myself, but maybe you can post in the requirement in the Telegram group. I'll contact my people. Like there are a few people that I know in the scientific research industry, so maybe I can reach out to them and get back to you.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thanks a lot, Raghav.
Yeah, Tushar, I think you were.
Sorry. So I wanted to ask you that I already have the case study and the businesses that want to partner with me. And also I have the users that want to, like we have early sign up page and everything. We have talked to users and they actually like the solution and they want to partner with us. Do you think that and the website is enough to get the investors on board with us for the product?
You know what? I think we should connect offline, Tushar, because it's a very detailed discussion. I would like to know more about your thing before telling you anything, because the details matter in something like this.
Yes.
So I think you can reach out to me on either on LinkedIn or on Telegram. If you just join the Telegram group, like you can see that I'm the owner of the group, so you can just message me there. We can connect offline and we can have a detailed discussion. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for everybody for joining this call. We do this on a monthly basis. We also have other things. You can find the details for all of the other events on our meetup page, and the links to all of that is in our official website, thestartupclub.info. So please go there and explore what we have to offer. Until we meet next time, thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.